Eddie, is that the perfect ending to what looked like a really challenging move?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think that's one of our best performances of the season for me. I thought we were very, very good on and off the ball. And when you consider the week we've had and the difficult games we've had, the end of the game at Paris, what a response from the group of players.
You asked about Nick Pope, that didn't look too good.
No, that's the disappointment on the night. Nick looks like he's dislocated his shoulder. Such a strange thing, really, because he'd have made that dive thousands of times. But it looks like just the arms kept going and maybe in the moist floor. And yeah, his shoulders come out of joint. So we're going to have to seek specialist opinion and see what happens, but it doesn't look good for him.
Chris and then Jordan.
Eddie, that's the 6th home win in a row in the Premier League, and I mean, you've only won twice away from home in all competitions this season. Why do you think you are just so strong at St James?
Apart from the obvious, the crowd do make. I mean, it's well documented through sport. The home support is so important, but I think here it's unique. So yes, it galvanises us. It gives us extra energy. The crowd really helped us today. We have to find a way to win away, and our away form needs to improve. But let's just celebrate our home form, and the atmosphere that the supporters create helps us, and has really driven us onto these results, I think.
I mean, by half time, you dominated but hadn't scored, and the crowd seemed to stay with you and then drive the team on for the second half. That really helped.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you can't underestimate it. And even when you're winning late in the game, they're celebrating every clearance, every block. It is a great place to play football. It's well documented through not just from me, but many other managers that have sat in this seat, and we're enjoying it at the moment. I think we've got a really special relationship between players and supporters, and I think that helps no end.
And just on Anthony Gordon, that's the 4th Premier League home game in a row he's scored. He seems to be really adding goals into his game. Is that something he's really worked on and now delivering on?
He himself has really worked on that. Yes. Really, really pleased because I thought he played really well at the start of the season, but every attacker needs to score, needs to have that feeling and that confidence that brings, elevates your game. Not just the goals, but he's getting assists as well. He's involved in match-winning moments. I thought he played really well again today. There was a really good cross from Kieran, good team move and a good finish.
Jordan and then to the front row.
Are you able to keep any more upgrades on your players? That's 3 games this week. The same start and been quite an incredible physical effort from them.
Yeah, an incredible physical effort, mental effort. The level of technical performance today I don't think should be underestimated. I thought we dominated the first half with the ball. I thought we attacked really well down both sides. The left side with Tino and Anthony and Joelinton was really productive for us. And then the right side, I thought that was Louis Miley's best game for us out of the 3, which is saying something with how well he played in the other 2. But today I thought he was, especially in the first half, excellent. And Miggy and Kieran worked really well down that right-hand side, so a good balance to the team today.
Tino Livramento, I suppose you've probably signed him looking as a right back, but has played left back for the last few games now. How do you rate his performance in that position?
Yeah, very good today. Very good in maybe a slightly different way to Paris, where he was having to deal with Dembele. Today he was having to play against various opponents, but very good opponents. Anthony, obviously, and Rashford. But he gave them a problem going back the other way, which was great to see. But his athleticism and his speed and his defensive positioning, although he's playing on a side that maybe not natural to him, was of the highest level.
Just
going back to Anthony Gordon, his timing couldn't really have been much better, could it, on the day and find out that your opponents, another sort of tap on the shoulder for Southgate. I take it you would agree he's playing like a man who merits a place in that Euro squad at the moment.
Well, I'd agree that he's playing at a very, very high level, and he has done, I think, for this season. I think that's been, when you've come here to watch Anthony, I think that's been his level. But he's getting the goals, and you need the headlines, really, if you're going to push your way into the England squad with the competition that he has in those positions. There's a long way to go to that squad. I think he's just got to keep very level and focus on playing so well for us, and hopefully the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah.
The counter-attack goes in the week that you get a lot of joy with fullbacks going past United's wingers. I know that Trippier's got the assist, but Livramento on the other side seems to have an awful lot of space. Is that something that you've noticed before the game?
That we always prepare to play the opponent, and we never prepare the same way twice because every team's so different. So yeah, we had a plan for Manchester United, but I thought it was a good game today. I thought they defended well in the first half despite our dominance. We had a few chances, but nothing really that clear cut. It was really Anthony's chance that was the big moment in the game, and then obviously later in the game with Nick's injury, the game changed and we had to see the game out, and credit to the players for doing that as well.
Dominic and then Lee.
Yeah, I don't know at this moment in time. I hope so. He just said he was feeling a tightness in his hip. Fingers crossed it's nothing serious.
In a game where you've been so dominant for the majority, when you see your fellow professional build up 9 added minutes, what's going through your head at that point?
Lots of different things. No, of course, it's just trying to help the team see the game out in the end. And of course, as I said earlier, with Nick's injury, I have to credit Martin's performance when he came on. Never easy for a goalkeeper to do that, especially in the conditions today. But I think he used all his experience and really helped us get over the line.
Lee Ryder.
Recently, you've been sort of focused after Hope's injury, because a setback like that could have be a real distraction for everyone. Just seems to galvanise that.
Yeah, I agree. I think the response to that moment was good, because an incident like that can make you lose that focus that you've had for the game. There's quite a stoppage in play, and credit to the players for responding as they did. But I think also having a goalkeeper of Martin's experience come on the pitch definitely calmed the players down. And so, yeah, I think he played a big part in that, Martin himself.
Huge Trippier, another assist. How valuable is that to you? You can't underestimate.
Yeah, his attacking output is so good for a fullback. From that position to have the impact on games that he has this season is incredible. It's a tribute really to how he's played. But again, defensively today, I thought he played very, very well, very aggressive, very front foot, and he was really the heartbeat of the performance, I thought.
You restricted Man United. One strong target. I would say Man United credit to your team against
Yeah, I think you've got to give us credit, because I think we had to take the initiative in the game, and I thought we did, and I thought we did that really well technically. I think if you turn the ball over against a side like Manchester United with their pace and their counter-attacking ability, that can be difficult for you, but we didn't. And the fact we had controlled possession and did so well technically enabled our fullbacks to attack more.
Andy Sixsmith.
Just one, I don't know if you took it in the live display at the start, but the message was let's give it to them, we don't surrender, which were your words obviously from the team talk last season. How much did the team embody that tonight? How much are the team embodying that message currently in this typical injury room?
I didn't actually know they were my words, so that's nice. And I did see the flag before the game, and that was really nice to see and much appreciated from myself, so a big thank you to everybody. I've forgotten your question after I've rambled, so say it again, Andy.
How much did that embody the team's kind of attitude tonight, but also their attitude and movements?
Yeah, I think that's the way that we want to play the game. We don't want to take backward steps. We want to take forward steps. We want to be proactive and try and take the game and make the game. Sometimes in the game of football, that's difficult to do. But today I thought we did, and I thought we showed the quality to see the game out in the end.
Martin Hardy, then just front.
How much pain is Nick in? And if it is not operation, how long will he be out?
Too early to say, Martin. I mean, he was in pain when the shoulder was out of its joint. It's been put back in now, and he feels much more comfortable. But we'll seek specialist opinion, but it doesn't look good.
That would take you to a full team missing through suspension of injury. Has the squad surprised you with just how well they've coped with this and how they're all being selling at the same time?
Yeah, I don't know whether the squad surprised me, no, because I think we've got very good players within the squad. I think it's far from ideal to be in the position that we're in. But then you have to focus on the players that you do have fit and available, and then see their response to the situation. And I think you go back to the Chelsea game, it was a big moment in our season, because it's been very easy for that moment to go differently, but a brilliant response there and a big win. And then they followed that up with Paris and then tonight, and hopefully that will give us loads of confidence going into still a very tough, difficult run of fixtures with a small squad.
That's 3 wins on the trot against Man United since the cup final. First time in clubs in 100 years. The last 3 home games between Arsenal, Chelsea, and now Man United. Does that cement you as a top 6 or a top 4 team?
I don't think it cements anything. It puts us in a better position. We're always going to be playing catch up after the start we had this season. But we're happy with where we're at. We're still in every competition that we started the season in, but we know how quickly the game can change, and we now go to 2 really tough away games.
Just on Anthony, he's doing it against the biggest teams as well, which suggests that he's stepped up a level. How much more is there to come from him?
Yeah, I think there's a lot more to come. But I would say that's always been my mentality to players, especially if they want to improve. Anthony's got this desire to get better every day. Every day he steps on the training pitch, he's wanting to do extra. We have to sometimes take him off the pitch ourselves when we feel he's done enough. But he's got a burning motivation in him to be the best that he's capable of becoming, and we're loving working with him.
Does he listen to your advice and your striving aims?
Yeah, I think there's an openness in him. I think he's inquisitive. He wants to ask questions. He wants to start that dialogue and debate his game, which is great from our perspective. And I think any player will listen as long as you can add value to them. It's not just me, it's the coaching staff as a whole. I know he's done a lot of work with Jason on various things with his game as well. So it's a real team effort from us to try and help him and all the players just reach their potential.
Craig Hope and then Kieran Kelly. Yes. No, Kieran.
No question, Craig, eh?
He doesn't currently leave here. I think they could have been even more comfortable.
No, we knew today was going to be difficult. I had the feeling in the first half we were playing really well and we hadn't scored. And it was one of those games where we had to keep our concentration because Manchester United have individuals capable of hurting you in a second. So I think that's the biggest compliment defensively to us, that we manage transitions very well. They're a really dangerous team in that moment when you have the ball. So no, we always had our guard on, and we needed it against such a good team. I think it always takes a bit of time. I think that there's such a difficult thing to measure. You're obviously, when you sign players, you like their ability, you like their attributes, you bring them into the group, and I think there's always a period where you have to earn their trust and they have to earn your trust. And I think it's a two-way thing. There was no stage where I didn't trust Anthony. He just had to learn how we did things and how we played, and I think that process always takes a bit of time.
Nope.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.